and my bro a kite quick. Ties of war, we ain't forget about you, keep your light lit. Rappers can't see, most of them scared to witness. Go and close your eyes, there's one right here for the trenches. Bad bitches, natural hair or extensions. Hood niggas that'll probably grip like some dentures. Brothers on them fences, 23 and 1 out. Praying that that commissary hit before it run out. Bitches on the gram, dog filter with their tongue out. Couldn't stay home because they found the dugout. Closed casket, burner in the low jacket. My co-captain, riding on these whole rappers. My hoes fabulous. Now I don't mean that derogatory, but I'm a player and there's no my women riding for me. I avoided Maury, I got 2 jets. If I can't make it through for them, then I'm useless. Sit down that roof, Chris, with a couple bosses. After the war, just to count our losses. It's not many. You see a smile on my face, but I'm not friendly. Going on my waist, sipping white Henny. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on the swerve in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in the swerve in my whole life. My whole life. It's so melodic. When I be dropping this ebonics, this ghetto phonics, it got me on the level supersonic. My bomb atomic, and you know where you can find me. Somewhere probably folding this paper origami. My name is pure as the Dasani, my wave is like a tsunami. I went from 0 to 100, feeling like Ricky Bobby. I made a deal with the
All right, shalom, shalom. All right, shalom, Israel. Yahabashim Yashar, Thumb to all the brothers tuning in. Once again, it's another Lashawan Qadash class, Isupk Chicago, held by myself, Police Officer 1000, Raj Karab, hold it down every Friday night, you understand, from 6 to 7 p.m. All right, and this is the class where you learn your true language. All right, you in the chat right now. Go ahead and give me the salute. Right, if you could. And if you could, Israel. All right, so once again, was already stated, Lashawan Qadash class, the holy tongue, you understand, for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. This is our native language that you're looking at right now. And the chart, you understand, the Hebrew chart, stated since 1969 and have been proven. All right. So like I do for every other class, I go over the chart, go over the fundamentals before we shall proceed with today's lesson. So if you're in the chat, like, share, subscribe, all the show. Let's get Israel to know their true language. All right, without further ado, all right, so we have Lashawan Qadash. All right, so the translation of it to the English is holy tongue. The word holy meaning separate and tongue meaning in language. So it's a separate language. All right, separate language for a separate group of people. All right, for the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel to be exact. Now, we have the Assyrian right here, which we're going to go over. So we have the La and connectors. So we have connectors only for the ancient Hebrew. Now, you have the underline or upside down face, rather. That's a single connector. And the smiley face that connects to 2 letters, those are, that means these are connected, all right? Underline, meaning the words by itself. A smiley face, meaning 2 letters are connected. So for an example, we have the La, single connector, the Sha, single connector, and we have the Ya and the Na connected. You understand? Or it's like the Wa and the Na connected, which creates wine. Then boom, we have the Qua, single connector, the Da, and the Sha connected, which creates Dash. So all together, Lashawan Qadash. Also, for you to know, Hebrew is read from right to left. All right, right to left. You understand? I know you're used to English, left to right, Spanish, left to right, Portuguese, left to right. Ancient Hebrew is read right to left. All right. May seem kind of difficult, but it really is. The more we study, we'll gravitate to it no time. Now let's go ahead to the ancient Hebrew. You understand? Letters. So now I'm going to show you each letter and show you how it's correctly pronounced in the ancient. So this ain't Yiddish. You understand? No ooh or wherever the hell they say. You understand with the fake Jews. I'm going to show you how to correctly pronounce each letter. All right. So this we have the ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, taza, qua, ra, sha, and tha. That's how you correctly pronounce those letters. All right. How about Sean Shabbat? What's going on, my brother? You understand? Next up, we have the Assyrian, the Hebrew language. You understand? The Assyrian. It's the same. Well, the letters that you see on top correspond with the one at the bottom, but there's a little bit something else to it, which I'm gonna get at the end. I'm just gonna pronounce these once again so everybody knows. Ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, taza, qua, ra, sha, and tha. Right, pretty much the same. But now, the only thing with the Assyrian, you have 5 letters, all right? You have the ka, the ma, the na, the pa, and the taza. So you have 5 letters. Now, they look different from the ones on top. And here's the breakdown. Use these letters if letters above fall at the end of word. All right, so what does that mean? So say you're writing down lacum. Understand lacum, that's what a month. All right. So if you're writing it down on the Assyrian, you're gonna write this ma down. You'll write this ma down right here. That's how it works in the Assyrian. Same thing for a ka, same thing for the na, the pa, and the taza. All right, and the bottom is the handwriting. All right, so without further ado, I'm gonna go leave this up here for about 30 more seconds. We're gonna go over last week's lesson, and now after we have like two more letters, numbers to go over, and then we're gonna go through another new lesson, subject pronoun. All right, just have to get through these numbers. Then we're gonna go ahead and proceed to subject pronoun. All right, let's move forward. We're in the chat. A lot in the chat right now. You can salute. You could. All right, here we go. So, of course, last week, 200 to 700. I'm just going to briefly go through these. Little split like. Go ahead and proceed to subject pronouns. Need another breakdown or repeat. Just go down to the previous class with Lashawan Qadash. Get it. So I'm gonna go real quickly. So we have 200. Mathayum, you understand? Oslaki. Ma'athium for 200. Pretty easy, pretty simple. Well, let's break it down now. I'm here. So we have the ma by itself. We have the and the tha connected, which creates ath. Then we have the ya and the ma connected, which creates yum. So all together, ma'af yum. Ma'af yum. That is 200. Okay. Now 300. You say 300. So you have Shalash Ma'awaf. Shalash Ma'awaf. That's how you say 300. 300. All right. Example, you have the single connector. You have the connected, which creates lash. Then, then you have the and the single connector. Then you have the and the Most like you have the and the connected, which creates waf. So all together, shalash ma'awaf. Shalash ma'awaf. That's for 300. Shalom Yahweh Shalom by Shem Yahushai. Now we're down to 400. 400 is our by ma'awaf. Our by ma'awaf. 400, you have the single connector. You understand? You have the of course. Most like you have then the single connector. Then you have the and the I connected. All right, and that creates by. All right. Once again, you have the single connector, the single connector. You have the and the which creates waf. So all together, you have rabbi ma'awaf. Rabbi ma'awaf. All right. 500. How you say 500 is kamash ma'awaf. Kamash ma'awaf. So ka by itself, the ma and the sha connected, which creates mash. Then you have the single connector, the single connector. Then you have the and the connected. All together, the mash ma'awaf. Kamash ma'awaf. It's 500. Now, 600. 600 is shasha ma'awaf. Shasha ma'awaf. All right. So you have the single connector, another single connector. You have the single connector. You have the single connector. You have the and the connected. All together. Shasha ma'awaf. Shasha ma'awaf. Now 700, where we left off. 700 is Shabai Ma'awaf. Shabai Ma'awaf. You got the single connector, the and the I connected, which creates by. You have the single connector, single connector, the and the connected, which creates waf. All together, you have Shabai Ma'awaf. Shabai Ma'awaf. All right. So I'm gonna leave that up there for about 1 minute so we can get these numbers out the way. Get these numbers out the way and keep it going. So 700, we're gonna do 800, 900, and 1,000. Do 3 more and then we're good to go. Tuning in right now. Tuning into Lashawan Qadash class. If you're learning something, go ahead and give me a thumbs up on the video and then share about what you shot. Another 30 more seconds. Then we shall proceed. Once going twice. All right, the racing right now, Israel. Let's make this look better. Oops, right. 800. Let's do it. All right. How you say 800? Write it down or say it. That's one of this real kind of a big word. Running kind of small. If you cannot see, please let me know. Boom. Now, how you would say 800 in the Hebrew is Shamana Ma'awah. Shamana Ma'awah. Easy. Get the ancient Assyrian. That's correct. Right, there we go. I squeeze that in, Israel. Lucky about that. Squeeze that into the chart. So please let me know if you cannot read that. All right, so here we go. We have 800. 800, how you would say it in the English is Shamana Ma'awaf. Shamana Ma'awaf. Right? That is how you say 800 in the Hebrew. All right, so let's go ahead, break it down. You have the Sha, single connector, the Ma, single connector. Right, then you have the Na. Let's make that more legible. Don't confuse anybody. That is a na. There you go. So that's better. Then you have the na and the ha connected, which creates na. All right. You have the ma single connector, the single connector. Then you have the wa and the tha connected all together. Shama na ma wa. Shama na ma wa. That is 800 altogether. 800 altogether. Move it all along. Now we're at 900. I've been doing good last week. Who knows 900? Who knows how to say 900? You know how to say 9. You definitely know how to say 900. All right, let's see the comments. Oh, says you are correct. That is how you say 900. And you write it down first before you say it. And you are correct. Boom. 900. The shy mawa. The shy mawa. That is how you say 900. The shy mawa. Let's get the ancient Assyrian. 900. Boom. Right. So we got 900 down on the board. So let's go ahead and break it down. So we have 900. How you say 900 is shy ma'awaf. Shy ma'awaf. Now to break down, you have the th by itself, single connector. You have the sh and the I connected, which creates shy, right? Then you have the ma by itself, a or the by itself. You have the wa and the th connected, which creates y. All together, the shy ma'awaf. The shy ma'awaf. 900. All right, now who knows how to say 1,000? 82,000. Check the comments for this one. Who knows how to say 1,000? Let's see. What's this? Nepal Slicer, is 1,000 just a lot more waff, or is it just a lot? Great question. That is a great question. And it's just, let's write down first. It is just a lot. That was a great question. 1,000 is just a lot. Very simple. That is how you say 1,000. Now let's get the ancient and the Assyrian. All right, here we go. lot. Oh yeah, most on first, no sweat. All right, let's go ahead and break it down. So we got 1,000. How you would say 1,000 is a lot. All right, a lot. It's a breakdown. You got the A, or it's like the by itself. You have the la and the pa connected, so it creates lop. All together, lop. Lop. Same thing for the Syrian, lop. All right. Once again, like we did with over on the chart, the pa is the last letter of the word, so that's why the pa looks like this, because the pa is at the last letter of this word. All right. So boom. Sign crisis, we made it all the way to 1,000. Took almost a couple, like 2 to 3 months. You understand? But it was well worth it. Hope everybody learned a lot. Now it's time for a new chapter. We are going on the subject pronouns. Subject pronouns. So I'm gonna let that be up there for probably about a minute or so. Then we're gonna move on to subject pronouns. Once again, share. Follow the show. Everybody know we have subject pronouns now. So we are officially done with cardinal and ordinal numbers. Who knows? I might come back to it and quiz people. I might just do it. But of course, we're done with cardinal and ordinal numbers. Cardinal, the number or quantity of things. Ordinal, meaning the position of things, first, second, third, like we did. So it is concluded. Yeah, right. I'm gonna give everybody about 15 more seconds. I'm gonna erase this whole entire board. Nice and clear. I'm gonna start fresh. Going once, going twice. All right, there we go. All right. Now I'm going to write down a definition of subject pronoun before we shop the page. Now in green. Subject pronouns in Hebrew. Now, I'm going to write down the definition so we're all clear what subject pronoun is. I'm sure you may know whoever's watching, but do it for learning purposes. right. So subject pronoun. Subject pronoun is a word that replaces a noun to act as the person or thing doing the action in a sentence. All right. Example: I, you, he, it. You understand? For yourself, for a man, for a boy. You understand? Just give out a couple of examples. Y'all already know this kindergarten. All right. So a subject pronoun is a word that replaces a noun to act as the person or thing doing the action in a sentence. All right. Now let's go ahead and do a couple. Let's start with I slash I am. I slash I am, and this is masculine and feminine. If you didn't know, Hebrew is also masculine and feminine. All right. Let's write it down first. I or I am. And you can use this masculine and feminine. Talking to a woman or a man. So I'm going to do a little parentheses. M just means masculine. All right. M is masculine and the F is feminine. All right. All right. So this is how we'll say. Well, who knows? Who knows how to say I am in Hebrew? Y'all been here long enough. Starts with an A. Starts with an A, Israel. Who knows how to say I or I am? Give it a couple more seconds. I'm gonna tell you the answer. Dun, dun, dun. 1, 2, 3. All right, Israel, I got you. Don't worry about it. How you say it. It's Anya. Anya. That's how you say I or I am. Masculine or feminine. You say this if you're a woman or a man. Anya. Now let's get the ancient and the Assyrian. I'm gonna just write it down right here. Make it more easy. Just write Assyrian. And ancient. All right, let's do it. Anya. Anya. That is how you say I or I am. Easy. All right. Okay, so we're on subject pronouns. So we have I or I am. Use this for masculine or feminine. How you would say it is Anya. Anya. So the ancient, you have the the and the ya. All together, single connector. Do you have Anya? Or slide Anya. Nope, that is correct. Slide it. I'm getting just confused with the future ones that we have. So that's correct. Oh, just my connectors is off. Let's fix that, Israel. Oh, my mistake. Let's go to double check the word. Boom. That's correct. Once again, you have the and the na connected, which creates on. Then you have the ya by itself, which creates just ya. So it's un ya. Un ya. That's the correct way to say that. All right, Israel. So it looks like it's about that time. You understand? So we have just completed, you understand, cardinal numbers and ordinal numbers, 1 through 10, first place to 12th place, all the way to 100 to 1,000. So we just completed that. I've decided to move on to subject pronouns. So we're moving up quickly and building our way up to make sentences in the near future. All right. So once again, I'm Police Officer 1000, Raj Karab, holding it down, load aloud every Friday night, 6 to 7. But it doesn't stop there. At around 8:30 p.m., we have the Roundtable of Truth. You already know. And in case you don't know, go ahead and tune in to the same channel you're listening to Lashawan Qadash. Make sure you tune in and hear this heavy, you understand, podcast that we got going on in Chicago. And with that, Israel, that's my time. Shalom.